you may not know it, but September is Life Insurance Awareness Month.
And Hannah Sorensen with Thrivent Financial is here to discuss life insurance at various stages from starting out, getting married, retirement, having kids, all those things. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
So where should people start when they're thinking about life insurance?
First is when you're young and healthy, because that's the easiest time to get it. People often forget that it's based on your health and your age. So as you get older, it gets more expensive. Some things to consider would be, if you're a college student and you have a parent co-signed on debt, that's a reason that you may want to have some type of coverage, because that parent would be liable if something happened to you for that debt, and they may not be able to pay for that.
Wow. That is something to consider.
When people are opening a policy, whether it be starting out or they're updating their policy, what are some of the biggest mistakes people make when they do get a life insurance policy?
Not understanding what kind of insurance they have. I think that's the biggest thing. Often when I'm doing reviews with people, they don't realize what they picked out maybe even 30 years ago, and they're very surprised. So understanding the difference between term insurance, universal life, whole life, and maybe they have a combination of a couple different ones, but really understanding what they have is important.
And what are the differences between those?
Right, so term insurance is kind of like car insurance or house insurance. It's for a certain period of time, and if you don't use it, it's gone. So there's no cash value in that. A universal life policy has some type of cash value in that, and usually we're looking at your entire lifespan. Whole life insurance has some guarantees built in, so it's the most expensive, and it lasts your entire life. So universal is more flexible than whole life, and it's important to know what kinds you need at what point in life.
Well, for many of our viewers, they are married, they have kids, a lot of them probably going back to school today, but so what do you kind of tell them, what do you kind of advise about what kind of policies maybe to have, or why it's so important to have that life insurance at that stage in their life?
Right, so it's really important when you're either getting married or having children to think, who's dependent upon your income? That's really what it comes down to, is there somebody who's really depending upon your income stream coming in? And if something happened to you, how would you replace that? So when you start thinking, if somebody makes $50,000 a year and you have to replace that for 20 or 30 years, how much that takes. And that's really why we want to look at when you get married. If you want to think about staying in your home, what those expenses look like, often there's not a big change when one person dies. And then if you have kids, you have even more responsibility on that. So especially in those years of life, that's why you want to be thinking about it. And then moving into retirement, you might be looking at legacy planning or also replacement income. Often you're losing one of the Social Security checks, you might be losing a pension, and you could be looking at a pretty significant loss of income at that point in time.
You go first.
What's the best way to gauge how much life insurance you need in terms of, so that you're not underdoing it or even overdoing it for that matter?
There's lots of great calculators out there. Life Happens is a great nonprofit organization that helps kind of calculate what you need. And you can just search online too for life insurance calculators, and really thinking about, what's your income, what's your debt, what would funeral costs be, and looking at those.
And I think that's where a planner kind of helps come into place too. You want to meet with someone and sit down and talk to them so that they can explain some of the wordings or what you're exactly signing up for, so that way okay, if something were to happen, here's exactly what my family's going to get from me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you ever seen people who are nervous, like too scared to do life insurance because they don't even want to think about that time in their life?
Many people don't want to have the conversation, and it's scary because then it's often too late when we're sitting down and saying, how do we fix this? And they don't realize how much they really need. When you're sitting down, I sat down with a 32-year-old and she only had $400,000 and she was a stay-at-home mom, and it was amazing how fast that went. They had some debt that they needed to pay off, and so having that conversation, not being scared of that, it's better, and then to continually review that is important.
Yeah, update your plan too if you haven't maybe.
As life changes, change your policy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How can people reach out to Thrivent and get some help from you guys?
They can find me on Facebook, Hannah Sorensen Thrivent, or give me a call, 701-478-7152.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
A lot of good advice. And don't forget, September, good month to do it.
Absolutely.
Life Insurance Month. Perfect. Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we'll finally give you a look at that Strawberry Supreme French toast and wrap up North Dakota Today.